What's going on, you guys? Today we're learning the song All the Pretty Girls by KALEO. Now real quick before we get into it, I would like to ask that if you find this guitar tutorial helpful, that you please consider subscribing. That would really mean the world to me. Now let's get into it. You are watching Logan's Lessons. Our guitar is going to be in standard tuning and our capo is going to be on the 1st fret. We start with an A minor chord. To play an A minor chord, we're going to place our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Our 3rd finger will be placed on the 2nd fret of the G, and our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And we start with the root notes, which is the A string. Down, up, like that. And then right there, with our pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string, we slide it up from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret from the capo. Okay? Then with our 1st finger, we hit the 3rd fret from the capo of the high E string, and we then hit the 5th fret of our B string again and slide down back to the 3rd fret. Like that. So we have... And then we go to a C major chord. To play a C major chord, we're going to place our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret from the capo on the A string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret from the capo of our D string, and our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B. Okay? Same strumming pattern there. Root note down, up, and then all of that stays the same. So we have A minor, and that last one on the C, so we go A minor, C, A minor again, back to C, and you do the strumming pattern twice. Root note down, up, root note down, up, like that, okay? So the entire intro will sound like this. Play it with me. Cool? So then we get into the verse. As far as the verse goes, it has the same strumming pattern, down, up, down, up, down. The chords just change very slightly. We start with an A minor, go to a G major chord. The way I like to play my G major chord is with my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. Down, up, Then we go to a C major chord. Down, up, down, and right after the down, we're going to put our pinky down on the 3rd fret of the D string, making this a C suspended for us. So down, up, down, up, right there. Okay, so we have an A minor, G, down, up, down, C sus 4, like that, okay? So that's the first line of the verse. A minor, G, C. That repeats, but this time, the second time through, just stay on the C. A minor, G, C. And then the 4th time through, so the first time you have the C sus 4, the second 2 times, the 2nd and the 3rd time, you don't do the C sus 4, you just go to a normal C major chord. And then the 4th time through, instead of going to C altogether, we go to an F. To play an F major chord, we're going to place our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, our pinky on the 3rd fret of the D, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B. So we go A minor, G, C, C sus 4, A minor, G, C, C, A minor, G, C, C, the last time, A minor, G, F. Okay? That last line will sound like this. So the entire verse will sound like this. That gets us into the chorus. The chorus starts out similar, going, won't you, A minor, G. So that first line is exactly the same. The second and third lines, however, go A minor, G, F, C. So we go A minor, G, C, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, G, F, C. That's so far in the chorus, okay? And you basically just split that measure between the F and the C. Okay, and then the fourth line goes A minor, G, G7. Like that. And to play a G7 chord, it's like the G major chord we've been playing, but you're gonna take your pinky finger off and replace it with your first finger on the first fret of your high E string there. And that gets us into the post chorus. So I'm gonna play the entire chorus for you like this. We go A minor, G, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, G, G7, and then we're into the post chorus. I'm gonna do that one more time. Do that with me one more time. Into the post chorus. The post chorus, I'm going to show you the little riff that we play. It's like the electric guitar player plays it. If you don't want to play that, you can just play the A minor, G to C thing that we've been doing in the verses. But if you want to play the electric guitar part, this is how you do it. You start with sliding up from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret from your capo on the B string. And then you hit the 3rd fret of your high E string. You do that twice. Then you pick the 5th fret from your capo of the B string again, hit the 3rd fret from your capo on your B string, and then you pick the 1st fret of your B string. Second time you do that, so you go slide up from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret, hit the 3rd fret of your high E string, then you slide up again from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret, but instead of hitting that 3rd fret of your high E string again, this time you hit the 5th fret, then the 3rd fret. Okay, so we have this like, hit the 5th fret from your capo on the B string, pull off to the 3rd fret, and slide down to the 1st. So you have like a... Okay, put those two together. Okay, so right after that, you go back to the first one. Do that first one to the T, exactly the same. Then you hit the high E string on the off beat, and then you pick it again, hammer onto the 1st fret of your high E string, pick that again, then the open string. So you have like a... And then you do the whole thing again. So that's one unit, you do it twice. So I'll do the whole thing for you. So that whole thing happens 2 times and then you're back into the verse. I'll do the whole thing 2 times through. Feel free to play along with me. So I misspoke earlier. Instead of going into a second verse after that, we go into a bridge, and the bridge starts on a D minor chord. To play a D minor chord, we're going to place our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and our 1st finger on the 1st fret of the high E string. Same strumming pattern as we have been doing. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Do it twice through the strumming pattern for that first chord. Then we go to a G7. Like we had earlier, you're gonna keep that 1st finger on that 1st fret of your high E string. This time we're just adding our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. So. Then then right here, we kind of change up the pace and we go A minor, C, F, C. So we just go one time through the strumming pattern for each of the chords. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So again, that part will be A minor, C, F, C. Okay? So D minor, G7, A minor, C, F, C. And that happens again. And then you go D minor, G7, hold there for a second, and then we go back into the verse. And then you go into another chorus, and after that, you go through the chorus again, like the chords just stay the same, and the chorus repeats, basically. And then we go into a refrain, which is the I will wait, I will wait, I'll wait for you piece of it, where you're basically just still playing the chorus chords, and same strumming pattern and everything. And then it just ends on a C. And that is how you play All the Pretty Girls by KALEO. If you have a song request, comment it, or you can DM me also. If you wish to be notified of future videos, hit that bell. I sincerely hope that you are well. Please do me a favor and hit that like button blue. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe too. I hope this video has been a blessing. You've been watching Logan's Lessons.